guys, welcome back. So I'm out here in the backyard again. Look how beautiful my incredible hydrangeas are. But I am getting some drip line set up to my shed back here. I just wanted to show you a little bit of the process. Not too hard, but I just wanted to take you along with me. So let's look at a few things. So this is just going to be for my pots out here. I'm always going to have pots out by my shed. They're kind of all sitting over here right now. And I'll always have something in this big pot, and then this window box I'll have now. And then I am running a garden soaker hose down here because I'm always going to have some cut flowers in here, some sort of flowers that I want watered. That's what we're doing tonight. We're also setting up a few sprinklers in our yard that need a little more spray in a few areas where the grass is dying and where some of the plants have gotten bigger and are blocking it. So we've got quite a few things to do, but everything's starting to look so nice. Let me just show you here. So what we did is we ran this drip hose through here. We dug a little trench and we put an elbow here and it'll go here. So I got this white drip tube that I'll tap into here and take it up here. I did white so that it matches the shed, obviously. And then I have a black one that we've already buried. We did here and here, and then I'll put some drippers in here. Let me show you what drippers I use. I like this drip line for pots like this, especially the round pots like this, because it's kind of nice. You just put a ring in it, and I'll probably do a ring like in the center, and it has holes every 6 inch, so it gets every plant in there. And then I'll do a ring around each one of these little pots, and I'll bury it a little bit so that it stays more wet. It's just better to do that. And then I have a few more plants that I want to plant and put one more in here just because I feel like this needs a little something, and I don't know how well it will do because this gets part sun, but I'm going to put jazzberry in here with this just to give it a little more pop. And then I'm going to put a little pot of bubblegum supertunia down at the bottom just because I feel like there's 4 pots here and there needs to be a cluster of 5. I just think even numbers look a little better. So we'll see how they do. They won't get a ton of sun, but I just wanted to try it this year and see how it went. I definitely need a little bit more color back here when I look back here. So I'm going to get all that done now. These hurt. Freaking elbows. So I hooked up 3 lines. I just put an elbow in here for this tube. And then same with all of these. I just think an elbow is better instead of straight out. It just puts it at a better angle. I'm gonna bury this all. This isn't buried yet. And then I put a 4-way coupler, I think that's what you call them, here. And I did this drip line loop here for this one with a line going out here for this drip line for this plant. So those 2 are on this line. And then on this line I have in here, and it comes up through the middle, if you can see it, and I've attached it with a straight little coupler, and then this is just wound around here, so that one's set up. And then I have a line here that I did for these 2, so same thing. I put a 4-way coupler with this loop. This line goes out here to this one with this loop, and I need to run to the store and get little staples for this, and so I will do that. And then I'll kind of bury it underneath as best as I can, and these other lines will be buried as much as they can. Next year when I come in, I'll be able to put all the lines up through the center of the pot. Well, I'm not sure about these topiaries. I can maybe try, or maybe repot them. When I repot them I can, but like for the instance, this plant, I can just come in when I replant my annual and put it up through the center, and then you won't even see any tubing. But this year I'm okay with dealing with a little tubing because it's going to save me so much time, probably about an hour a day of watering things, and the stress not there when I'm out of town. So it's so nice. So same thing for this one. These 2 are on one together, these 2 are on one together, and then this one's separate. And then my husband got this all covered up and finished, which is nice. So I just need to come in, finish those, backfill this area, and then over here I'm gonna tap off this line. I wasn't going to, but I remembered I have some plants that I'm gonna plant down here. They are more drought tolerant, but they need to be established first. So I'm gonna move a few of these plants in different places, and I'm gonna plant some other plants in here and put some drip lines to them. So I need to go buy a few emitters for down there, 5 for the plants that I have, and that'll be a different video this week. So I will have a line coming from here going down there. And then this, you saw that I connected this one here, or I might even be able to come off this line. I think that's what I'll do. That'll be easier to dig a trench right there. So that's what I'll do. And then this is all set up. I just need staples in this area too, but it's so nice to have this done. And I think these plants are gonna be so happy. And then I need to get staples for this too, because some of the tubing kind of doesn't stay exactly where I want it. You stretching? So I'm gonna do that, finish up, and then I'll do another little recap. So I am not sure what these are. They hold the line, the drip line, to your house anchor. They have a little nail. My husband usually does this, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to only use a few, and I'll put the name of them on the screen because I really don't know what they're called. But I'm branching out. I want to be able to do this on my own. So I'm gonna nail those into the wall here of the shed and get this drip line really tight against the wall. And then I can bury all this. So let's get that done. line turned on. I already checked it, but I'm just gonna double check it before I put everything back. Let everything, can you see that dripping in there? There it is. I'm gonna pull all the staples out. So I'm just gonna check everything. I can hear it all. Everything looks good here. That's dripping. These are dripping. Yay. So happy to have that done. That's gonna save me so much time. Okay, let's check this. Like somewhere along here. Yep, that needs to be stapled down in there. So I'll fix that. And there's one in the back. I can tell that's not secured in there. Yep. So I'll staple that one. But other than that, it looks good. This is dripping. I don't know if you can see that or not. And then I started doing a little pathway to here for this line here, but I'll attach that when I get those planted. And then this line, I do want to come in here when it's a little more dry and bury this. This is good. It'll get a good soak. I might even just need one hose in there. Lets out quite a bit of water. Next thing I need to figure out is how much time. I did 10 minutes, but I've been testing this back and forth, so it's probably been running for a total of about 15 to 20 minutes. It's way too long. These drip lines let out so much water, so I probably only need to let it go for like 5 minutes to give it a good soak. Or I might need to come in and cut out some of those drip lines because I might not need that many. So that's going to be the next thing that I figure out, and it's just going to take some learning. As you can see, they got way too much water, but I was just letting the cycle run. But I love how it just drips down here on this soil, and I like having pots in soil instead of like on my porch because they leave such a mess. And then here, when I have them, they don't leave a mess, they just go into the ground, which makes it really nice. So thanks so much for joining me.